going on, entertainers? So time coming to y'all with another video. We talking Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, shout out to y'all that's been supporting all the content, y'all. You know what's crazy? I'll be uploading, like, I try to upload every day or at least more than once a day, and I still don't feel like I'll be uploading enough, like dead ass. So thank y'all to the ones that's been supporting. Now the episode opens up with by the way, y'all, if y'all don't know, this is the last season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. That is why I'm recapping it. All right. The episode opens up with Michael Blackton and his girl. Well, not his main girl, but a side girl that we find out about, basically having a baby. So she had a whole baby by Michael Blackton. The man is moving in with his main chick to Miami, and she's in LA. By the way, like, Shane is going out of style nowadays. For you to come on this show and then your tagline, your card line says side chick, that's diabolical. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm sorry. Like, that's a lot. You're gonna say this stuff doesn't disappear. Like, this sticks on the internet forever as side chick. Like, I don't know. So the side chick, y'all, she does have a name. Her name is Nadia, not the Nadia from Young and Reckless. Nadia from LA. Now, she's not really a side chick. She is what you call a plan B chick. Apparently, Michael Blackton thought that his main girl, Rada, couldn't get pregnant, so he ended up getting her pregnant because he wanted to have a child so bad. My whole thing is this. If you wanted a child so bad, you really could have got a surrogacy and then called it a day. That way you wouldn't even have to be with her. But you know how niggas do? They want the mom to be a full-time mother and them not be 100% involved. So that's why he didn't go down that route. Okay, and is it me or is the Michael Blackton scene, it feels like he's acting. He's like, so right there is my main chick. And then we have meet Nadia. This is my side chick. And I'm just like, this gives like scripted content, but we're gonna play along with it. So y'all, it's Trina Day. So if y'all don't know, Trina Day is a day that they have like every year since it's been announced that she's having her own day in Miami where they have performances. It's like a whole little festival. This is my problem with Love Hip Hop Miami. Why the fuck is Pinky Doll on Love Hip Hop Miami? This is why I didn't want to recap it. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's kind of ridiculous because you have all these artists that are out here in Miami and that are actually busting their ass, and then you have somebody who came from TikTok who Ice Cream, yes. I don't even want to be a hater, but I'm just keeping it a buck. She should not be on this show. I'm sorry. She does not do music. She does music, but not well. And she didn't start doing music when she came on the scene. That's not her passion. Like, that to me is so crazy how she's on this show. And this is why I Love Hip Hop be getting discredited the way that they do. Because y'all be putting all people on this show that has nothing to do with the music industry at all. Or even tied to somebody to the music industry. So to me, she should not be on this show. So she's supposed to be performing at Trina Day. I said, oh my God. Boy, is this music industry is in trouble. But then again, the music industry is introducing stuff like AI. So the closest thing you'll get to AI is Pinky Doll. And I don't want to hear nobody in the comments, oh, that means you don't want nobody to make it out your city. She not even from Miami. So girl, bye. It's no shade. She not even from here. So it's like, girl, what the hell? I'm not saying I don't really want you to make it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm really not going to be like, yay. Y'all know I root for the Miami peeps. For y'all that been watching my channel, anybody that come from Miami, I'll be their biggest cheerleader. People on my channel be getting mad because they say I have a bias for people that's from South Florida. So, like, not too much. Okay? So, she gets on there on the stage and she does the Ice Cream So Good. This is where we've gotten in the music industry, guys. For anybody that's pursuing music, I pray for you. Because it's a sad world. It really is, okay? So she's performing Ice Cream So Good on the stage. Before that, though, she's sitting down with Jacquees. So Jacquees, you guys, is from Love Hip Hop New York. Yeah, I remember he made that song. He, to me, is a really good producer. Y'all remember he helped make that song on Love Hip Hop New York with that whole cast, with that island flair, which he really did eat on. And then he's basically he's working with her. He's trying to tell her like, hey, I have ideas for you. She's getting a little nervous because it's Trina Day. A lot of people do come out for Trina Day. It is a little bit packed, so she's a little bit nervous. She's like, I'm forgetting my words and stuff like that. So he's trying to like make sure that she's not like flustered. So clearly with this storyline, they're trying to go for like a Cardi B type of feel. As she's performing, you guys, like everybody's just looking at her like, I'm like, this is what I expected to happen. Like, y'all gotta understand, people from the South are not the nicest, and they're very honest. If you're not funny, if you're not a key, you're gonna know, you're gonna feel you're not funny, you're not a key. So everybody's just looking at her like, she ice skin so good, ice skin so good, yes, yes, yes. Okay, she doing her yes, 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 and it's not going with the crowd. They are in Liberty City. Okay, the hood. Ain't nobody listen to no ice cream so good. Okay, they done shot up the ice cream block. The ice cream shot up the shop up the block. What you talking about? Like, man, I just feel as if like people need to be more honest with like people that are pursuing things in the creative industry. And somebody really needs to sit down with her and tell her like, hey, the music ain't it. You should maybe try to pursue voice acting, pursue consecration full time. Of course, the whole thing she used to do on TikTok, it kind of died down. The eating quickly thing, that died down. And then the situation she used to do, the yes, 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 that died down too. So that's why when you are creative, it is extremely important to pivot. That's why when y'all be seeing me, I'll be promoting and I'll be doing other stuff. Because, baby, you focus on one thing as a creative, that's the biggest way to F yourself over. And I think that's exactly what's happening to Pinky Doll. I think she thought the NPC thing would be the biggest wave and it would last forever. But to me, there's always a trend when it comes to stuff. So that's why it's always smart to pivot. Speaking of pivot, make sure y'all subscribe to Media Kingdom where I react to true crime. Thank ya. So Shay talks to her mama. Let me tell you something. I'm Shay's mama's biggest fan. You hear me? She inspired something off of my channel, like a clip that I use every time. Okay, and that is, why would you do that?
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Do that, because one thing about Shay mama, she gonna keep it a buck. Like, her mama is off the hook, and I love it. Okay, so she's telling her mama, she like, oh, I got into it with Eliza or whatever, and Amada had the nerve to bring her to the event because she and her made up, and she think that we was gonna be cool. And last time I talked to her, she threw like a plate and stuff over her head and stuff, and then that's when the mama just started telling her off. She's just like, every friend you got, you fall out with or you start fighting. You need to stand up and be a woman like you supposed to be. Okay? Every relationship, it ends up bad. Your friends, you fall out, you get to fighting. Do what's right as a woman. And I'm like, Shay, you got heart though, because I would never go to TV with my mama like that. It's just like, ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's just like, I don't even like it, and no cameras are there. Imagine if cameras there, I'm gonna really freak the fuck out. So it's just like, damn, okay. But the mama is right though. Like Shay, to me, when I've been watching Love and Hip Hop Miami these past few years, she's always getting into tips, and a lot of it ends up being over nigga drama, and a lot of it ends up being petty as well. So the mama had a good point in what she was saying to her. Cause y'all gotta understand, Shay been on TV through, I think, 3 presidencies. She been on TV since Obama was a president, 2 Trump terms, a Biden presidency. She been on TV for a minute, y'all. So it's been a lot. And imagine you being her mother and seeing all of these tips she getting into. It comes to a point. So now that Love Hip Hop is ending, Shay is probably gonna hop to the next train, hopefully, and continue this cycle, but differently, hopefully this time. Okay, so the mom wants her to go see a life coach. Somebody call Laura the life coach. Okay. By the way, that reminds me, I should go back to therapy. Should I, y'all? I've been thinking about it, but anyways, so she's a Christian. The person's a Christian life coach, and the mama wants Shay to sit down with them, which Shay is not feeling 100% comfortable doing that because she does not know them from a can of paint. So she's having a little bit of hesitation to wanting to hop on and just agree to do it. So Michael Blackton goes to Trick Daddy's cooking show, which by the way, shout out to Trick. He done opened up a new spot recently, I think a few months ago. A new it's like a chicken and like food spot. Trick always does his big one when it comes to businesses. So, that's one thing you could always congratulate him on is in regards to his businesses. So they're talking about Africa and how Africa's portrayed poorly here in America. And basically Michael Blackson says the reason why is because Africa kind of wants it that way, because if every American moved to Africa, they wouldn't be left with nothing, which I could kind of believe too. Because the way us Americans act, I doubt the people of Africa want the fuck shit over there. Like, we bring a couple, well, we not included because I'm American, but I'm naturalized American. So that's the difference. But no, the Americans would go over there and literally tear it up. They start talking about having multiple wives and stuff like that. And he says he doesn't have multiple wives, but of course we know his situation. He got the side chick, and then he also has that main chick. Okay, Michael, you don't like them black, do you? Because both are not of our color. I'm just putting it out there. So Eliza, Shay, and Amada all meet, and we all see the Christian counselor, Samantha, which, by the way, she's a baddie. She's shaped like a baddie, built like a Barbie, okay? Hello, motherfucker. Let me tell you something. Eliza, you are a despicable person, okay? Because how dare you curse in the house of the Lord? Like, a whore knows not to do that. You know what I'm saying? The biggest sinner out here knows not to do that. You cuss, and not only you cuss like more than twice in that church. Like, that to me is crazy. Like, you gotta really have some decorum in some places. Like, to me, I'll be judging people like that because it's like usually when you do it, you catch yourself, you don't do it again. But like, she just kept doing it and just didn't give a crap. So Samantha makes all of them look into a mirror and give like a testimony to their childhood and say, how far you're going to go and all that stuff. So Shay did it. She started crying. She tried to get Eliza to do it, and Eliza was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking do that no more. And I'm like, next thing you know, Shay and her start going back at it, and she like, man, unless you're gonna fucking do this and that, cussing again. So Shay's like, sit down, sit down, sit down. She's still not listening, and then she calls her. Shay demeans her. Okay, she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Okay, my whole thing is with Eliza. There's people that have their kids have been called worse than an MFer. I mean, look at Krishan. How do you think Krishan feels? Not only her ops are criticizing her child, the internet is criticizing her child. So what Shay did to you was very minor to what you've been through. I mean, to what Krishan has been through. I'm just giving a comparison. Okay? So Eliza ends up walking out. As I'm watching the scene, I'm like, ain't this the lady from the first episode? Y'all, that's the lady that has sat down with Trick. So she goes, Amada goes and gets Eliza to come back in, and Eliza is still on hots. And Samantha basically, she had to turn the holiness down. She's like, I'm not gonna keep doing this with y'all. I'm not gonna keep doing this, okay? Because Eliza was getting hot, Shay was getting hot. So she basically tells them, like, hey, both of y'all need to cool down. Eliza, you need to see where Shay is coming from. So she says, in order to make y'all feel comfortable, let me tell y'all my tea. So then she reveals that she's Joy's blood sister. To me, it's still hypocritical how Joy and all of you guys were so hard on Flo and Gael. And you guys are Flo and Gael, literally, in the flesh. It's the same thing. This is Flo and Gael. Why are you cheating on me, Marlon? It's the same thing. The only difference is Trick is Marlon. All right? And y'all not those. That's the only difference. All right? I was surprised that none of the cast kind of knew. I don't know if they kind of knew because the way that Shay asked, she was just like, do we know them? Like, it gave kind of like the producers gave them a little heads up to tell them like, hey, you feel me? Like, that's somebody related to somebody in the cast. At first, I thought Samantha was making it all about herself, but the way she brought up the story and kind of said, "Hey, if I could get over it, over what me and Joy went through, y'all could get over it too, because y'all beef not that deep." I said, "Okay, now it's making sense." Because I'm like, "Wait, when did we turn this about her?" Shay ends up apologizing. Eliza ends up apologizing, and they ended off there. It was good that we got to see that happening because it's not like they were friends for them to be hating each other that bad. Y'all not even friends. So all y'all needed was a sorry from each other, and y'all can move on. So and be cordial. Y'all don't gotta be friends. That's the thing. People nowadays feel like you gotta be friends with them because you're around them. No, you don't. You just gotta be cordial. So it was good that Samantha was able to kind of like bring that up to speed. So next thing you know, we see Joy and Trick, and Joy is in lingerie. This is why people feel like y'all still low key together and y'all playing it off that y'all not just for the heck of it and for storyline. Because Joy, why you in your lingerie, but you say you don't want him like that? So they sit down, they start talking about Pinky Doll. They feel Joy feels like Pinky Doll didn't do her best, performing and stuff like that. And then we go straight to Pinky Doll. Pinky Doll is doing like a video game, so she's like the NPC in the video game. She's doing the ice cream so good type. Like this is her aesthetic. This is her niche. Video gaming, streaming, like this is her thing. Why she feels like she needs to be a rapper, I don't know. They're really trying to create this Cardi B storyline, and y'all, she is not going to be no Cardi B. I don't know whose idea they think it is, but it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, it's just not. So Jocko is just telling her to kind of cheer up because she seems sort of like pissed the whole time she's doing the video game movements. And he finally outright tell her in that scene, music is just not it for you, babes. And I'm like, thank you. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. It's just not for you. Okay. It's not the steal out. You're gonna do it. Like my whole thing is this, like, my end goal in all of this is voiceover acting. Because y'all know how I could do the voices and stuff. Like that's my end goal. I feel like Pinky Doll doesn't know her end goal. Like, you want to be a rapper, then what? Because it's like, and what type of rap are you gonna do? NPC rap? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like in rapping, there's not really like a niche for her. So Trick has like a gathering to welcome Michael to Miami, and they're all eating. Trina's there, Trina's dude is there, Joy is there, and then they get a knock at the door. And y'all, it's Samantha. Samantha, you low down. See, this the thing when it comes to like uber religious women like this. They always usually have a dark skeleton in their closet, and that's a very dark skeleton to have. If you could do something like that to your sibling, I can't be friends with you. It's no shade, because you'll end up doing something worse to me. Like if you could betray your blood like that, there's no telling what you could do. To me, it's giving Samantha's the guilty one because when they were having a conversation and Joy was up the stairs, right? And Samantha was down the stairs. Samantha goes, "Why do me and Trick have the same story?" And then Joy was like, "Oh, I didn't know that y'all even had anything going on before or after me and Trick even got together." She says, "Whose fault is that?" That right then and there lets us know you're guilty. So I think Samantha kind of conjured up her own story with Trick to try to make Joy look bad. And it's sad because that's your blood sister. So they claim. I hate when reality shows because I always have to question the relation, girl. Because they be, I'm sister, and they really don't be sisters. But both of them said they're blood sisters, so we're going to take them as face value, okay? Next episode, Gael. Why are you such a whore? Like, come on, Gael. Gael is always the other woman. Like, you just don't know how to get your own stuff, your own stilo, Gael. Like, damn, girl. That was pretty much the episode, y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below about this episode and wherever you